Alrighty, welcome back to another backtesting session. Alright, this is the same day where I quote-unquote missed a trade this morning that I in hindsight definitely would have liked to take, so just a bit of motivation to backtest today, so figured I'd hop on and yeah, so let's get into it. So first things first, we notice how we tapped into this weekly BISI, buy side imbalance, sell side inefficiency, right? So we tapped into it. Weekly objective could be this previous weekly high, but I am bullish on the weekly. If I go to the daily, right, the daily looks like it's sweeping liquidity nicely. After it tapped into the weekly fair value gap, or before I should say, right? It had to sweep liquidity first. So I'm bullish as well, even though order flow on the daily is bearish technically, I am bullish because of that nice sweep, and we're in that weekly fair value gap. Now I have to find a potential like intraday target, right? Where could the next draw on liquidity be? First and foremost, this is Friday and it's NFP, so I'm actually not going to trade this day, but we could still, analyze it. So again, nice sweep. Not in love with the fact that we kept equal lows here and all that, but this is an hourly range here, and you see we tapped into the premium of the hourly range. I like the equal highs here though, like relative equal highs. I mean, this is if I'm being honest, like, well, let me go back actually, 4 hour. This is a target to the upside, and then this is a target to the upside. Let's see what NFP does. I don't know. And the reason I don't trade NFB is because realistically anything can happen. But I am bullish overall, and these are the next two targets. Would be the fair value gap above premium of the range here, or yeah, in premium of the range. And yeah, so all right, fair enough. We drop down after sweeping liquidity, target those equal lows that I didn't love after the liquidity sweep we got on the daily. So there you go, there you have it. Go to next day open. All right, let's see what the daily is looking like now, because that actually kind of fucked over the sweep a little bit for sure. So we're still trading inside of this weekly fair value gap, which I like. We're also inside of the premium of the range now, or the discount of the range, which is nice, right? We tapped into that, so that's good. We'll move this to here. This is the weekly target if we can take out the previous weekly high. It's tough because the daily, we are bearish now. Like before I was accepting of the fact that the order flow was bearish, but we were sweeping liquidity. So now it makes it a bit more difficult, right? We're bullish on the weekly because of that fair value gap that we tapped into. We also, order flow is bearish on the weekly, but that's fine because in my opinion, we should have a bullish week here because we're tapping into this weekly fair value gap and it's inside the premium, or excuse me, inside the discount of the range. So unless there's going to be a reversal happening here, we should have a bullish week. Now that being said, again, the daily is tougher to get a read on because we are bearish on it. So it makes it tougher to trade when your two higher time frames, at least the ones I use, the weekly and the daily, for my bias, are contradicting each other, right? So, but we go with the higher time frame one. So weekly, I'm bullish. I'm looking for bullish trades overall here. So I just want to quickly mark out the bottom of this fair value gap. don't love the equal lows. This is the current 4-hour trading range. But again, just really don't like those equal lows. So I don't see anything of substance here for me yet. Yeah, I don't like the equal lows. I really, if I'm being honest with you, when I look at the lower time frame here on the 15-minute, I'm more enticed to take a sell than I am a buy. But because of my higher time frame bias, I'm not going to even touch this, right? Like, I need to be more enticed to take a buy here than a sell, and I'm not. So, you know, we had a sweep on liquidity above, and we kept the equal lows here. This makes me want to sell, but I'm not going to. So, okay, now we did a decent job of sweeping. We kept the low there, but we swept a little bit. But we got to be careful because we're in a bit of a range. Like, I want to see this get taken. If that gets taken, I'm willing to. But yeah, just out of curiosity, no, I wouldn't have been able to find an entry anyway. So there's that. Let me also check. I want to just see the week that we got here. It's literally just one piece of news. CPI on Friday. Interesting. Now, where's all the news? The fuck? I'm confused. All right. I don't know where all the other news went, but okay. Yeah, I'd like to see a sweep of the low to really be enticed into a buy here, because otherwise, in my opinion, could we go higher here after this sweep? Sure, but we're in too much of a range for me to be confident enough to take a buy. I think it's more likely we continue to range and then take the low one more time, but anything can happen. So no, we do continue to range. This wouldn't be a fun trade to hold, would it? No, it wouldn't be. But we do eventually come for that equilibrium again. This would have been my take profit here. But let's see on the 1 minute. Did it ever give that amazing of an entry? Well, didn't break structure there, so it couldn't. It's not ideal. To be honest, dude, there's never really that great of an entry. I mean, if I go to the 5 minute, best entry we could have got would have been, I mean, here, but that, there's no way in hell that, yeah, it's not even a 1-to-1 if I, yeah, so no trade. I gotta be honest, it goes against my bias to sell here, but I just don't like those equal lows there at all. I just don't like them, you know? Curious to see what we do here. Let's go to the 15 minute. I'm gonna get to 130 here, and let's see what we do. Get some distribution lower after tapping into that. Now, what I would be looking for, even though, you know, hang on. We did come back into this, so technically, you know. But I will just do this. If we miss it, we miss it. It is what it is. What can I account for here? Because genuinely, yeah, I want to account for all that, if I'm being honest. Equilibrium is here. Realistically, this would be my first target. Take partials from. I don't love this. This is so ugly. We're also like, yeah, this is so ugly. Like, I'm sorry. Like, do I think it's still going to continue down? Yes, but it's towards the end of the day here. We got less than 20 minutes before market close. I just take this off. Let's be honest. Like, I take it fully off. So that was ugly. Fucking barcoded the second I got in. That was disgusting. All right. Boom, boom, boom. Next day open. So our higher time frame bias is playing out right now. I'm bullish. So let's see what we can do here. That can't even be a range. I mean, this can on the hourly, but I wish there was a better 4-hour range. It just isn't. That closes at 10, so that's not a valid fair value gap yet. This would be though. This would be one draw. What was the previous? Okay, nothing else. So I like this though. I really like this. Boom, boom, boom. All right. Got a valid sweep. It's valid enough if we wanted to distribute from here. Account for this whole thing. That's gonna be tough. It's still valid. Oh, you gotta be fucking kidding me, buddy. You gotta be shitting me. Was there a inverse fair value gap I could have entered off of? This one here, this would have provided an entry. And that's about it. So, okay, that would have provided an entry. Fair enough. Fair enough. Let me just continue to catapult higher. It's a giant fucking bullish candlestick at this point, so I would be cautious with getting into any trade. Genuinely, like, you're playing with fire, in my opinion. This thing needs to kind of relax a little bit. If anything, you might get away with taking a sell to the discount of this range, but you're selling into a lot of fucking bullishness, so you gotta be careful. But that's something you might be able to get away with. Let's see. Just out of curiosity. Boom. Probably wouldn't even hold it past that point, if I'm being honest. But you could, if it really wanted to fall off. But where'd I have it? Here. Okay, partials taken here. Let's see if we can get. It is a one. Oh yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. We'll take partials. The rest will let play out. And boom. Nice. Good trade. Nicely done. All right. Keep it moving. I'm curious, does it go that whole way? No. Okay, next day open. Definitely a target right here. Tough to draw a range on this one. What is the range? Like, is this like genuinely the last time we swept any liquidity to the downside was here? I mean, but there wasn't a. I don't know. It's tough, man. It's tough. But that, I mean, this is getting taken. It's that simple. It's just like how are we going to do it, but it's getting taken. Don't love like anything like that. When I see price action do this, I don't love that. Right? I like to see boom, boom. So. Sweeping liquidity though. Inside, well, not inside another block, but too risky for me in my opinion, but I could definitely see it continuing higher. Broke structure there. Sweep. Take that. Going to target. What do we target here? I don't even know. Yeah, I'm not gonna take this, but it doesn't look all that nice on the higher time frame. Honestly, God, that's probably all I would take it to. I genuinely don't see anything else. And I would be comfortable taking it to that. So let me see. I will take this because I'm comfortable taking it to that, but that's about it. All right. Middle we're off. Not the best price action. Just not the best. I'll let it do its thing. Next day open. Okay, I mean, these still have to get taken, right? So they're very obvious. We could definitely trade down into here first. I'm not saying it has to happen, but it's certainly a possibility for a draw. And then from there, I mean, that's an easy buy from there. Now again, it doesn't have to do that, but just make sure this is precise. Okay. I mean, equal highs on equal highs on equal highs. I mean, come on, right? Some accumulation after some nice distribution. We just need our model to take place. I mean, our model definitely will take place if we enter this draw on liquidity, this fair value gap, because we'll get a sweep. But like I said, price doesn't have to enter into that daily fair value gap before it goes higher. So I'm looking to see if there's any other way our model could show up without entering there first. Sweeping this. Okay, I mean, or it could just go higher. Alright, looks like it's staying within this range. Okay. It's pretty obvious it's coming for this now, this draw. Ooh, there was an entry here. Fuck. I was pretty good actually. Wait. Oh, I missed an entry. Yeah, this was, in my opinion, an obvious trade to take. I was pretty precise putting that daily fair value gap, so I don't think we hit it yet. I don't hate this trade, I really don't. Even though we already tapped into it, there's still more to fill, and I really don't hate it. Sweep. We have a proper target. This is a 1 to 1.6, so I'll take partials once we get below here. 50's fine. But realistically, we should see this get hit. I don't see how we don't. There we go. Took it long enough. Holy shit. But solid trade. And now we can look for buys. I mean, this is where it becomes in my opinion, buyer's heaven. I mean, everything lines up for a buy here. We have a break of structure to the upside on the daily. Daily fair value gap. Equal highs on equal highs. The weekly is extremely bullish after tapping into this fair value gap and having the reaction it did. So everything is lining up for buys here now. Okay. I mean, I took a trade already today, so we might as well just go to next day open, but we could see a reaction. Yeah, all right, so this was CPI, right? All right, I can't trade. This is so weird, right? CPI on a Friday? Fucking weird. But okay. So we get the reaction we were looking for, it looks like, off of that daily fair value gap. I think it might have actually tapped into... No, it didn't. Thought maybe it did. Trading after a news event is fine. I just need, you know, wasn't very nice to us with these wicks there. All right. Here's a nice place to potentially buy from. Especially after that candle as well. I just don't know what our next draw would be. That's the issue. I mean, I could target this for close to a 1-to-1, but it's not a 1-to-1, so I won't take it. It is, though, if we enter here. I'm not going to take it. Alright, let me get out of this day, this CPI day. It's just, why did I hit next day open on a minute time frame? Fuck. It's going to take forever. There we go. What did we end up doing? Let's see. Bullish, 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 bullish. Still looking for bullishness. Bullish, bullish, bullish. Go to the 4-hour again. So we did tap into a 4-hour fair value gap, as well as an hourly fair value gap, but we need a sweep. Give me a sweep bay. And we're getting that sweep bay here. And there, okay, cool. Let me see the range as well, I'm curious. So this is the trading range on the hourly. So we're definitely not in a discount yet. We're still on a deep premium, but that's okay. Let's see. I mean, it's most likely gonna, if we do go higher, it's gonna respect either this or this. So let's see. Okay. Back to equilibrium, respecting this hourly fair value gap. Okay, don't mind that at all. Targeting we should continue higher. This would be a nice place to take partials though. So let me keep that in mind. Going up to there though. Nope, definitely don't like the consolidation near my entry. So, and it takes us out. That's fine. What does this look like? I mean, still being respected. This is equilibrium. Go back here because I think this is a decent trade as well. We have everything we need still. I'll go over it. So this is our distribution. Even if I did this, it's still decent. 1 to 1.3. And yeah, that's respecting this fair value gap on the higher time frame. This is our, not really that nice of a sweep on the hourly, I'll admit. But we have a sweep here, and the distribution comes from there. It's something similar to what we saw today, actually. Okay, we get taken out. That's fine. And kind of why I don't like taking like the trade I saw today on live. I'm not saying it's exactly the same, but the sweep occurred on the same time frame and the same way. That's why. But yeah. Fine. All right. Let's get out of today. Just get out of today. Minus 2% on the day. It happens. Luckily, that is the worst I can possibly do on a single day because I never break my fucking rules. So. Gotta also be aware of the time of the year. I mean, we're 10 days away from Christmas here, and we're just we're ranging on the daily and the weekly now. So probably best to just not even touch the rest of this. If I'm being honest, just wait until after the holiday season. I wouldn't even, we're not touching this for a little while here. Ugly, ugly, ugly. Get me to January 15th and we'll start to look for something. This is good. Good enough for me. Alright, let's see what we're dealing with now. Let's get all the drawings off the chart. Nice sweep. Previous weekly high. Still respecting this fair value gap somehow. Daily broke structure. We're bullish for sure. Can we enter into here and then can you give me something? I don't know. Trade. trade. Next day open. Alright. Next draw, I mean, we're still bullish, right? So I don't love the equal lows that it's providing here. Like the smoothness of them, I don't like it, if I'm being completely honest. We'll let it price do its thing. I mean, I just don't like the smooth lows down there, but this could for sure play out. Okay, it doesn't. It barcodes. Decent inverse trade potential here. Ideally I don't inverse trade. I mean, like, I'd rather trade with the bias. I just don't love these lows. I think we could potentially trade back into here or inside this as well. Daily bearish fair value gap. The more I look at this, the more I want to sell it. The more I want to sell, but I don't like inversing the trend. I do not like inversing the trend. But let's see this place. We are back testing, of course, so I'm here to learn if this will work or not. Probably just target that, even though I could definitely see it going further. I mean, this could be a draw here. I just don't like getting too greedy with my stop, that's all. Or my take profit. No other place for an entry yet. Okay, the 4 minute, if I brought this down to here, what are we looking at? Well, it's still fair game still. And it just goes, that's fine. It just leaves without me. Now realistically, there's still plenty of liquidity we could draw to. That was just the short term target. If I look at this, we shall see. I just don't like, at this point, I feel like we're too overextended for me to want to enter. So I will take a step back from it, but as you can see, it wanted to come for this, so that's good. Now that we got that out of the system, I think we can continue higher, in my opinion. We kept this equal highs here, relative equal highs, sweeping liquidity into here. So I'm willing to buy now at this point. This one will hurt. Come on now with that, really? Come on now. That's some bullshit, the way that just... Bro, you're making me not want to trade this, and I didn't think that was possible. Because we have such a nice sweep on the higher time frame. into a higher time frame PD, right? But you're telling me we're gonna leave these lows like that? Come on, bro. No way. No fucking way we do. This is brutal. Account for all those. This is a trade where we could definitely get. This isn't an A+ setup. Let's just put it that way. Did it tap us in or no? It did. Okay. Just barely. Fair enough. Wasn't an A+ setup. I said it to begin with, but to be honest with you, everything about it was A+ except for the fact that we left those equal lows. I fucking hated that, the way we did this. That was the only negative of it. So, it's a trade that I might take for sure in a live setting. This is the trading range on 4 hours. So this is a valid order block because it's underneath the equilibrium. So we do have a point of interest that we could use to buy from. I don't like that. I don't like it. Why did we do that? The sweep is still a thing. It's just on a higher time frame. Why is it to form like that though? It's very unfortunate. This is a draw here. I mean, this is what I'll target. Nah, you got me fucked up. Alright. Not rightfully so. I don't know. That's fair, dude. I'm here to learn. And if I'm not trusting my gut right now. Past couple trades I've entered, I just haven't been trusting my gut. Like, bro. I'm gonna get burned twice in the same day over this bullshit. Come on. But I fucking sear that shit in my head, dude. If there are equal lows that look like this and then distribution, fuck your trade. Fuck your trade. If it continues in the direction you want it to and you got an entry, fuck your trade. Fuck it. I don't care that you didn't get into the trade. I don't care. I don't care. It's better off you miss it because most likely what's going to happen is this. Right back down to your stop. Right back down to your stop. Okay? Fuck off, dude. I'm talking to myself. Tell myself to stop being a fucking idiot. That's what I'm telling myself to do. Alright. If I see that in a live setting, you bet your fucking ass I'm going to remember what I just witnessed 2 times in one day here. You better give me that fucking lower time frame sweep before we distribute higher, or I'm not getting in. I don't care if my model is present on a higher time frame. I don't care. Right? Technically, my model is present on a higher time frame here. We swept liquidity. I don't give a fuck. If you are not going to give me a sweep on the lower time frame before my entry, before distribution higher, go fuck yourself. I'm not entering. It's that simple. So, alright. Next day open. What do we got here? Anything? Can we not lag like that? Cool. Alright. I mean, these equal highs have to go, right? We're sweeping liquidity once again. Let me go to the monthly here. Trading inside of an order block on the monthly. So bullish on higher time frame on the monthly. Bullish on the weekly as well, because this looks like a pretty decent sweep that we're getting here. And this is also another fair value gap that we entered into. It's just, you know, so. Currently trading inside. Oh. Alright. Let's let it continue. Alright. Nothing for me here, realistically. I don't know what I would be getting in off of. Now we're trading inside of an inverse fair value gap and a fair value gap on the weekly, monthly, on the hourly. Be nice to maybe target something like this. But realistically, this is also a magnet if we're going higher. I got our sweep on a higher time frame. Can I get the sweep on the 50-minute and then continuation higher? Is that possible? Sweep. Let's see if we get our continuation higher. Distribution higher, I should say. Boom. 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 Inverse fair value gap entry here. I don't like targeting something so far away, if I'm being honest. Nice. Could I have left a runner, potentially, right? Let's go for it. Notice, okay, this is the difference and why this trade ended up playing out in my favor and the previous two did not. Look, the previous two, I had a higher time frame sweep on liquidity. Okay, so my model was showing up on a higher time frame, and it did here as well. Okay, what I didn't have on the past two was the fact that when I went lower, it gave me equal lows and then distribution. I got in off of the fair value gap from the distribution with equal lows underneath me. No. No. Sweep on a lower time frame, and then we get our distribution, and now we're good to go. Valid setup. Boom. Comes for the ultimate TP there, which I did not enter or did not trade to. I only traded to here because I mean realistically this is a trade where you could hold a runner, but yeah.